ID-Electron. Activity 3. Draw orbitals. Objective: understand and draw orbital S, P, and D. Orbital. Orbital is a three-dimensional space around nucleus of atom where there is high probability of finding electron. There are three types of orbital: S, P, D. The shape of orbital S is sphere. The shape of orbital P is dumbbell. The shape of orbital D is clover leaf. Orientation of orbital S, P, D. Orbital S has only one orientation at axis X, Y, Z. Orbital P has three orientations. The three orientations are Px, Py, Pz. Orbital D has five orientations. The five orientations are Dyz, Dxy, Dxz, dx square y square, and dz square. Draw orbital S, P, and D. We start with orbital S. First, we draw the three axes of X, Y, and Z. Next, the shape of orbital S is sphere, so we just draw the circle at the center of the axis. Next, remove the lines of axes inside the circle. Now, this is the shape of orbital S. Draw orbital S, P, D. We start with orbital S. The shape of orbital S is sphere. First, we draw the axis of X, Y, Z. And then, we draw the circle at the center of the axis. Next, remove the line of axis inside the circle. This is the shape of orbital S. Next is orbital P. The shape of orbital P is dumbbell. Px refers to the dumbbell along axis of X. Py refers to the dumbbell along axis of Y. Pz refers to the dumbbell along axis of Z. Next is orbital D. Generally, orbital D has the shape of clover leaf. We start with dxy. Dxy refers to the clover leaf in between the axes of X and Y. We see this orbital from the view of orbital Z. Orbital dxz refers to the clover leaf in between the axes of X and Z. We see the orbitals from the view of axis of Y. Dyz refers to the clover leaf in between the axes of Y and Z. We see this orbital from the view of axis of X. For the x square, y square, the clover leaf lies along the axis of X and Y. For dz square is the combination of cloverleaf and ring. This is the shape of orbital dz square.